Alright, so I've been fighting trying to figure out what's the best way to mount the fridge, and I think what I'm going to do is actually mount it right here. I'm going to take this piece out and then cut it down to size and then mount it. So should be able to mount it like right in here. Hopefully. That's the idea. So ideally the fridge is going to sit right there, and it's about 21 inches tall, and whenever I measure it from the floor up to 21 inches, what I found was the fridge would have significant room, and then we could lay the platform over the top of it. Kristi's platform would still work, all the drawer and everything would still be able to go over there, and we'd still be able to be self-contained for truck camping for two. Kristi will be up on a platform a little bit, but it'll be okay. I think this is probably going to be a pretty good solution. Now, the only way that I'm really going to know if this works out is if I sacrifice this piece of board and go ahead and cut it out to the size that I need it. I was hesitant about doing it, but if you remember from the other videos, you know that the cuts are a little sloppy on it, and I'm not that incredibly attached to the overall design right yet. So that being said, I can cut it up with no hesitation. So let's go ahead and get started. The only problem that I really see with doing it this way is, one, the clearance that I have on the back of the seat here with my seat, and then two, I'm not so sure that this is going to accomplish what I need it to do as far as keeping it cool. And then make the platform flat across like that, then we might be on to something. It out. So we got the fridge right there. I just asked Kristi if she's cool with sleeping in that space. So we got the fridge right there. It can open fully. It's next to the vent, and it is propped up just a little bit, but it's next to the vent, which is the big thing. I am going to have to rewire it some kind of way, which I'll get Max help me out with that, so that's no big deal. But I think that's going to be the best way. So let me go ahead and start cutting up my other board. I hate to cut it up, but at the same time, I think this is going to be really the only way that we can get this done. So it's 17 1/8 by like, I think it's 22. Let me check. Yeah, 17 1/8 by 22. So basically it's going to sit just like this. The seat will be up just a little bit. This is essentially how it's going to sit. The only problem that I have is this blows out right here. Probably need to cut it back just a little bit, so that way it's got plenty of room to breathe. Probably could cut it right back to that 2x4, to be honest with you. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so now we got some area to breathe right here. Also the vent's blowing on it over there. Should be still good to go. It can go back just a little bit. But realistically, the more forward it is, the better off we are. That's going to give us more space too for the chuck box and how long it's going to be. So this should work out pretty good. Alright, so we came up with the first complication to this design. Let me show you what it is. Ta-da! We're going to need a lot more space. so I figured I'd give you guys a quick little mock-up. That's basically what it's going to look like right there. I got the sleeping pad off to the right. I'm going to have the drawer system off to the left here, and it's going to be a big platform. And basically the drawer system is what it's going to be is essentially just a chuck box, you know. So I'll have a chuck box, and then I'll have some open storage as well up towards the front near the fridge. But that's it. So pretty much done now. Now I just got to get to making the platform. The platform is going to go all the way up to the top of the fridge, and it's going to be on a piano hinge, so that way we can still access the fridge and everything. And then whenever we're ready to camp, we just flip it over on top of the fridge. So that's how we're going to do it, and I think we're going to be able to accomplish everything that we need to do. So we're going to get rid of the Plano box by having a chuck box as well as some storage up there in the front there. And then we're going to elevate the fridge. How you see it right there is sitting right in front of the vents that it needs to be sitting in front of, so that'll take care of the overheating problem. And the platform will be up on top of that. That solves the sleeping platform for Kristi, and my sleeping platform is right over there. So this, I think, is going to be how we rock it. Alright, so this is the mock-up right here. It's roughly 17 inches high. I think it's 17 1/4 is what I measured. That's it though. It's gonna be a pretty high little area, little platform. What's really cool is it'll double as a little desk area, I guess. So that's neat. That's what we got so far. All right, so that's gonna work out pretty good. So it's gonna be 52 inches long, and then 17 1/4 inches or 17 inches tall, and it will taper off at the back here, but that's going to work out good. And it's going to work out good too because the platform is going to second as a little work area for me, so that'll be nice. As far as the width goes, it's going to be roughly, let's see, about 27 inches wide, so that's plenty. Yeah, the little bed here is only 24 inches wide, so what we may do is get her another one of these, and that way we'll have 2 of these little fold-out beds here, and that'll be good for our sleeping platform. That'll be what we need. Ideal. So yeah, pretty stoked about this. I can't wait to see how it's going to turn out. So just got to get some 3/4 inch plywood now, cut it all up, but I think that's going to be it for now. Nice.
So you get the exact measurement.
Yeah.
You ain't got to guesstimate anything.
For real. A tape measure with a magnet on the end. Nice. Makes sense. Alright, so now that we got everything basically figured out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these brackets, right? These brackets I got from Home Depot, they're probably, I want to say they're a little under $2 a piece. I'm going to use these brackets though. I've got 6 of them. I'm going to brace them up evenly spaced all the way down, and that's what's going to brace it up. Then I'm going to glue it, and that should hold. I don't see any reason why that won't hold. And then from there, I'm going to make the drawer setup basically is going to slide right on in here. Alright, so the good news is I did wood glue it like I said I was going to. The bad news is the wood's not actually sitting on the other wood, so it's not wood gluing. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we're working with. Anyway, it's up here, it's nice, it's good. Now I'm gonna work on getting this platform over here built. What I've got to worry about though is this action, right? So I've got to fight across that, and the way that I'm gonna do that is just use some cardboard to cut it out. Alright, so as you guys might can see through the camera there, it needs to be cleaned up a tad bit right over there, so that way it can go in a little bit further. But other than that, it's good to go. Yeah, this is going to work out good. gonna work out good, my friend. Just like that. So now we gotta wait on the batteries to charge for the saw, and then I can clean that up some more and get it fitting down in there to where it'll be nice and flush, and then flush over here, and then we'll be good to go. Yep. So here's what we got so far. Now I'm gonna put a piece of 2x4 right there to support it, and in there is where the drawer will be, or chuck box. Put another 2x4 over there to support it, and it should be pretty good. So the good news is if I wanted to be incredibly lazy, I could just leave it like this and carry my Plano box, right? So we got it set up. I still haven't put these braces on. I need to put the braces on these. I need to put those up there still. What I have it braced on right now is these 2x4s that are cut the length over here and all. And that works out pretty well. And I think that's going to work out great for Kristi. The next step will be I'm going to build a chuck box. And the chuck box will house everything I need for the camp kitchen. So basically it's an entire camp kitchen. It'll slide right up in there. I'm going to stick the propane tank right there. And that will be the sleeping setup slash kitchen slash platform slash whatever I need it. Pretty dope. Till next time. Peace.